One of the benefits of having a small camera channel is there's no fear of anyone wanting to collaborate with you. I've seen what happens when camera channels collaborate, and it can get pretty awkward.
But you shoot RAW and it has literally the worst dynamic range of any Nikon camera.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about dynamic range, to be honest with you.
Hi, this is April. I have an addiction to camera gear and watching camera channels here on YouTube, and I've seen that often when camera channels collaborate with one another, things don't always go to plan. Sometimes the chemistry's off, but I've come to the conclusion that many creators are introverts, just like me, and when you try to force an introvert into an interaction with another human being, sometimes things can go terribly wrong. I'll never forget when Polin from Frono's Photos showed up on Tony and Chelse Live. At first I thought they were doing a bit of a comedy routine, but then I sensed a little bit of true animosity. Tony and Jared have a history of disagreeing on whether RAW is the best file format to use, especially for new photographers. All I know is I was uncomfortable one way or another.
Everybody has an opinion, and as long as you respectfully do it, which sometimes you can go over the, when I say you, I mean me, sometimes go over the board with things. But that's the fun of it. The fun of it is, I think it's fun. You gotta stir some things up, but not just to stir things up. It's got to come from a place of research and stuff. But
I'll say I was fairly pissed at the time, but now I genuinely don't even remember exactly what I was mad about. I just remember being mad. And that's not, I mean, I know we got into a fight over, like I felt that people should usually shoot RAW, but that there were certain times when JPEG might be a better choice. And then
I can answer all the questions you sent over. Remember when you sent me questions? I could answer all those questions now if you want.
I think we might be varying a little bit from the topic today, which is looking at people's pictures, but maybe we should. Is there something that you want to talk about, Jared?
Yeah.
Is there something you want to get off your chest?
Why do I use a D5 if it shoots 11 frames a second? Well, it's not because I can get 11 frames a second. It's because of the low light capability, the build quality, and what it gave me.
But you shoot RAW and it has literally the worst dynamic range of any Nikon camera.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about dynamic range, to be honest with you. Nobody ever looked at my picture and said, holy shit, the dynamic range of that photo is fucking mind-boggling.
Okay, but you're wearing a shirt that says, I shoot RAW. You've tied your whole identity to a file format, and you don't care about dynamic range? Okay. I just don't get that.
I don't care about color science. I don't care about Micro Four Thirds, being that Olympus came out with a camera like that. No, I honestly, look.
I think those things are fine. It's just the way you've identified with RAW that baffles me.
It's okay. That's why there's chocolate, vanilla, and rump raisin.
So after watching that, I'm still not sure if Tony was trying to be funny and it just came off a little aggressive, or if Jared is a comedic genius at deadpan delivery. Watch what happened when Mark Bennett from Mark Bennett's Camera Crisis, one of my other favorite channels, tried to interview Jared Polin at Sony Condo. It's the coveted Sony event that all the creators strive to go to.
We're at Sony Condo, so I might as well do this. What is the Sony camera that you have used the most, do you think, in your career?
Nope. None.
None?
No, I don't use them very much. I mean, I had a 2-year period of using Sony as my main after Nikon shit the bed with their Z6s and Z7s, couldn't autofocus. So I used the A7 R4 when I went on the road with Bernie in 2019. And then I got the A1, which was obviously fantastic. But at that point, I decided that the Canon glass was what I wanted to use, and the R3 was the compromise to go to 24 from 50 megapixels, but the autofocus was better and the glass choices are better.
Now see, there you go right here. This is a real YouTube integrity. He's at Sony Condo. He won't be swayed. He's going to tell you. No. He's going to tell you what he thinks.
Yeah, you're not swaying me. Not happening.
Thanks so much, bro. Look at this hair. Oh my God.
Yep.
You think I could do that?
Nope.
No.
I'm sure you can agree with me. We can all appreciate a man who gives his honest opinion, even at an event sponsored by a major camera corporation. Now here's what happens when two camera channels collaborate and they have good chemistry. Jordan and Chris, who we all know from Petapixel, formerly from DP Review, They had appeared on Tony and Chelse's show way back when they were still with the camera store. Take a look at this. This is really what a good collaboration looks like.
It's been embarrassment for me. We were at a Sony event once, and you know how they loan you the gear, you walk around, you take pictures of all the stations. There's always someone blowing balloons or whatever, bubbles. And there was sensor dust. So I took off the lens and went to blow on it and just spit on the sensor. And that one's more humiliating because when you can't control your own saliva, but also you think it's a good idea to blow on the sensor at an event, we couldn't get another camera. The sensor just had my spit all over it. So our video had to include it.
Yeah, we had to explain it.
See this huge glob on every shot? Dumb Chelsea spit on the sensor.
Reputable photography educator. Spits on the
I still do it all the time, though.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah? I blow sensor dust off all the time.
Yeah, I've definitely blown on sensor. I mean,
come on.
what are you going to do? Like, that's the thing people don't get. They're going to definitely lecture us in the comments like, oh, no, real photographers never do that. But you're out in the field. You have a deadline. Like, you just have to figure out something.
You bring one of
You got to
the
do something.
bold things like I've never done.
Yeah, we never have done that.
Yeah.
That's
No.
the responsible thing.
You'll learn a valuable lesson about the mist that comes out of can air before it starts putting air out. That's an important one to learn too with sensors. Yeah.
We've learned all of the hard lessons so other people don't have to. That's how we should frame it.
Exactly. Everybody out there right now is spitting on their camera sensors. We know it. We all do it. Everybody's doing it.
Totally.
Yeah, everybody's doing it.
It's a watermark, a literal watermark.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, that's really tough to duplicate. Like, we know how much work it is to clone it out. So someone trying to steal your image, that's the best watermark of all.
It's
right?
avant-garde
You can't
art.
crop that out.
Yeah. No.
Genius. This is very innovative.
Thank you. You're my PR team. We really turned that one around.
Did you notice how relaxed everyone looked? Even Tony looked pretty comfortable. No one had a pained expression of constipation at all. That's a sign of a good collaboration. You can tell that they enjoy each other's company. While I can say I've never spit on a camera sensor, I have used my shirt to clean off some dust from the sensor when I was at the park. I wasn't gonna edit it out later, that's for sure. Now, some creators plan out elaborate skits for their collaborations. Some great examples of this come from my favorite channel, Camera Conspiracies. Look at Gerald's smooth entrance from Gerald Undone.
So as you can see by this chart I've created, the perfect camera will never actually be released to the public. Celine Dion is keeping the technology from the reptilians, and we're just gonna forever get a watered down version of the perfect camera until the reptilians fight back.
Hey, Casey, guess what? I got some exciting news for you. What was that?
What, this? It's just a drawing. You think I uncovered some big secret or something?
Well, I didn't, but now I kind of do.
Well, I didn't, that's for sure. What's in your hand?
Oh, this? This is Fuji's new X-T4, otherwise known as the perfect camera.
See, when you take the time to script out a skit like that, and the acting is so natural and not rigid at all, it's enjoyable for everyone to watch. Not awkward at all. And finally, collaborations are taken to the next level when you combine the scripted skit with some special effects and the acting chops of Marcus Pix. If you thought Gerald was smooth, you haven't seen anything yet. This sort of reminds me of Doc Brown and Marty McFly from Back to the Future.
Oh, hi there. Name's Russell Killingbranch. Nice to meet you. I'm president of Mitsubishi. I own 4% of every camera company. Well, as you may have seen in the news lately, we're not doing so well. So I have been tasked with saving the camera industry, and I do have ideas. I'd like to present them to you now. For Sony, they have decent autofocus. I wouldn't say it's good, but it could be improved. I think we should maybe try thought detect autofocus.
Ooh, that's a good one. I like that.
So right now, the technology is not quite there. We do require a silver headband to make it work, but I do believe by the time this is out, that might even be in style.
It focuses on whatever you think about.
Right? So like right now, we're just Oh, he moves here, we focus there. What if he thought, I'm going to move there, Sony's already, like, almost there, meeting you halfway, holding hands, if you will.
What if you start thinking about the stripper from last night?
Oh, shit. Yeah, we're gonna have to cancel the stripper detect algorithm in that.
All I can say is that while a lot of these collaborations can feel a little awkward at times, they can also be very entertaining. But I am glad no one's knocking on my door to collaborate anytime soon. If you like this video, give it a like, consider subscribing for more camera-related content from a newbie like me. God bless.